Like always, man, if you play Fortnite, make sure you type in that creator code YPDWallz. I guess some percentage off. I don't know. I forgot what percentage I get off. But anyways, now on to the topic of discussion, because this is, as you can read by the thumbnail, read by the title, let's talk NBA 2K20 neighborhood and park. Okay, it would be ideal for them to have a neighborhood and for you to actually travel to different parks, kind of how 17 was set up. You know, you go to one park and then you got to travel to Old Town or travel to Rivet and stuff like that. But you have a neighborhood. So ideally, it would be a good thing for them to have a neighborhood, and the neighborhood is the neighborhood. The neighborhood does not have the park in it and stuff like that. Similar to 2K18, how there was the neighborhood, then you had to walk through the subway to the park, walk through any up and all of that. So they just try to switch it up on 19, so it wasn't the same thing. They doing test runs to see what works and what doesn't work. See, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, but ideally it would be to have a neighborhood. In neighborhood, you got all your little different stuff where you can buy your clothes and all that. Then you got to go into the park or go to this park, go to that park. Everybody's been trying to read these covers, the Legend Edition cover. Everybody's been trying to read it, talking about Sunset's coming back. Everybody's been trying to read the Standard Edition cover, talking about Rivers coming back and Hotel's coming back because of the train and all that. I think this is what they're going to do. They're going to have a neighborhood, and there's going to be exits in that neighborhood. There's going to be exits for the Pro-Am. There may be exits for my team or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever other game modes they do have. I feel like there's gonna be exits for that. And as far as the park goes, I feel like the park is gonna be something like the cages. You know how the cages, you go in 2K19, you had to go through the cage doors, whatever, and then you go all the way across the bridge. Then you finally make it to the cages. I think it may be something similar to that. Me personally, I don't necessarily think they're going to bring the same parks back. And the reason why I say I don't think there's going to be a Rivet, there's going to be Old Town, there's going to be a Sunset, is because the objective to what I have known from what I have seen from 2K, because I started playing 2K in 2K17. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not deep into its roots as far as 2K9 or 11 or when they started bringing park, which I think maybe 2K15, I'm not for sure. You know what I'm saying? But the way I see it, they always try to upgrade. You know, like once they get rid of something, they don't bring it back to a certain degree, unless it's a calming thing. Like for skateboards and bikes, they brought those back. They upgraded the bikes, and I don't know what the hell they did with the skateboards in 2K19, but they should have just left the skateboards the same so you can go fast like it was in 2K18, but I don't know. But I noticed this by the old rep rewards. Like some of the old rep rewards should have never kind of been out of the game. Like 2K16 Tiger, that should have stayed in the game. You know what I'm saying? You can walk around with a damn Tiger. You know what I'm saying? The jetpack. Rep rewards like that, they should always be in the game. Unless people start playing and get bored. But as far as, let's get back to the topic, the parks. I see them having different parts you can travel to. Everybody remembers Live 19, right? I'm not Live 19, but NBA Live 18. How you can go to the park, you be playing at Venice Beach, you be playing over here, you be playing over there. I don't think it's gonna be as far as a preset game mode to where, hey, you're playing Venice Beach, you gotta get 3 people on this one court. I don't think it's gonna be like that. It may be South Beach to where you're playing it. Okay, let's be near South Beach. Go to South Beach. And it's a park with courts and stuff like that. And then no telling what the other parts are gonna be. But I am sure that they're gonna break the parks down. Like, and I'm not sure as far as I have a source, but it's what everybody wants. It's what everybody has been requesting. You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna go another year with the park in the neighborhood. They're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It would be sweet to the only park they should have it in the neighborhood is like a 1v1 court. You know what I'm saying? That would be nice to have like a 1v1 court or a 2v2 court in the neighborhood. Maybe 2 2v2 courts and 2 1v1 courts in the neighborhood. If you want to go play 3s and 4s or whatever, I don't know if they're gonna bring 4s back, but if you want to go play 3s, you got to actually go to a neighborhood to play 3s. I think that would be great because realistically, it's not hard for 2 people to jump on each side of the court and get on. It's not hard for one person to jump on one side, another person jump on the other side, and for them to streak. So, but I do see changes coming. I don't know exactly what changes because, like I said, I'm not a 2K dev. I don't work for 2K. I don't have an insider inside 2K that's giving me all the scoops and stuff. I'm going off a basic feel of the game, basic experience of the game, what they bring to each game each year. So, with that being said, I would be shocked if we had park affiliations, but I would not be shocked if we had 3 or 4 or 5 different parks that we can go to. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I know a lot of people want park affiliations for Rival Day and this, but let's be honest. Even when we had park affiliations, Rival Day got stale. Nobody really played Rival Day. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody. Most of the people that play Rival Day, they was trash anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would rarely go to Rival Day in 2K17 and actually see somebody in there with a flame ass record. There's always people who was since they're doing win percentages now, it was always people who had negative records, be like maybe 200 and 800, 25 and 300 or some shit like that. So, but Rival Day would get stale too. But as far as us getting, parks, man, like, it's really complicated because they're trying to cater to our every need. They want us to enjoy their game, but they also want to make money, you know. So getting different parks could be a benefit for them, could not be a benefit for them. And I think that's why they made the neighborhood. I think that's why they made the parks. I'm gonna break it down to you. You don't understand. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna break it down for you. I think they made the parks in the neighborhood just to see if it was. Just see if it was easier, on the gamer. Because you gotta think, and the reason why I say this, y'all, because y'all probably don't understand what I mean. I'm finna break it down right now. Because y'all remember loading screens, right? Y'all remember loading screens into the park. Think about that. Sometimes you could try to go to Rivet and you would load right in the Rivet in like 10 seconds. Sometimes you'll try to go to Rivet and it'll take like a minute or 2 to load in the Rivet. So they basically did this to cut down on a lot of the loading screen times, you know. So it's gonna be real interesting to see. Everybody's dropping these videos about park affiliations confirmed. None of that's confirmed. Do not believe any of that. No park affiliations is confirmed unless you're actually in there with them making the game, or unless somebody actually from 2K actually told you, like literally, like, we're having park affiliations, like, trust me, here's the screenshot, here's the gameplay. None of that's been released. So everybody making videos talking about park affiliations confirmed. That's called clickbait, and everybody know what clickbait is. But if you don't know what clickbait is, that's something for you to click on the video just for them to get a view and a like or a share. You know what I'm saying? We don't do clickbaits over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody been following me. We don't do clickbaits. We get straight to the facts, and if it's not fact, it's an opinionated fact. If that makes sense to you. So I do expect major changes to come to the neighborhood, because let's be realistic. Nobody really got a lot of games this year. I only seen with my own 2 eyes. Like I said, I don't know if there's somebody who had a record like this that nobody knew or what, I don't know. But I've only seen about 5 people with 7,000 or 8,000 park games or more. Think back to 17. You had thousands of people with like 8,000 park games, 9,000. You had people playing the game. So, but I want everybody to understand one thing. 2K is not going to do the same thing they did in another game. They're not going to do that. They're going to try to make a minor adjustment, a minor tweak, you know. Because I mean, the park thing, park affiliations, it was cool, but that got old. People was bored of that. People was bored of it, and then they brought this new style with the open thing, or the open world, whatever, and people was loving it. Even though 18 was kind of trash because of the park lag, people love that. You can get games back to back quick, you know. Now everybody's bored of this style. Now everybody wants to go back to the old style. In 3 years, everybody's gonna be board of park affiliations. Once you make the course like this, once you make the course, it's just a seesaw thing. You know what I'm saying? It's seesaw battle, bro. You want one thing one time, then you want this the next time, and you want this, you want that. There's never gonna be a perfect 2K. Okay? It's gonna cater to everybody's needs. It's just not feasible. It's just not possible. But I will say this: they got an opportunity in 2K20 to get it right. 2K18, they low-key got it right, but the servers wasn't good. But I will leave that. We're gonna talk about these servers on a whole nother topic. You know, that's the topic for a later day. 2K19, they got it right, but they added something that made people not get park games, which was park rep. And not park rep as in my points park rep. Park rep as in amateur, pro, and elite. So 2K20, they got an opportunity to get it right. And I believe they will get it right. They're hearing the feedback from the community. Not saying they do everything that pleases the community. But I guarantee parks will not look like this. I guarantee parks will not be in the neighborhood. People sick of it. Now, if parks are in the neighborhood and the game plays a lot faster, because they slow the game, they slow the game speed down on 18 and 19. That's why it's so hard for people to do stuff, and you feel like your speed can be a 98, but you still feel slow. You know, your speed can be a 98, but a 7'3", 400-pound post scorer can guard you. You can't run around him, and when his speed is a 35. You know what I'm saying? So I think they get it right. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Y'all think park affiliation is a good thing? Y'all think they bringing park affiliations back? Or do y'all think they're going to have a bunch of different parks how NBA Live had it to where you can go and play? I think they can have a bunch of different parks how NBA Live had it to where you can go and play. But we won't know until the 6th, you know. Prelude's going to be some college stuff. But like, go and sub up, man, for your boy one time. And I'm going.